Hey everybody, this is Ed from the Whiskey Tangent Podcast, here with another Whiskey Short, and joining me as always is Scott.
Hey everybody.
As well as two of your favorites and ours, the Mayor, Siobhan.
Hi everyone.
And Sue, the Whiskey Pixie.
Hey.
And we're going to do a distillery that we know very well and we've featured a lot, but not this expression, something kind of new for them and we've never had it. Scott, what are we doing?
We are doing the Elijah Craig Rye QuickTaste.
Whiskey Short.
So Elijah Craig, of course, is a mainstay brand for the Heaven Hill Distillery and seems to be the company's preferred sandbox for expanding into adjacent expressions that build on the bedrock of its ubiquitous small batch bourbon. See episode 9. Not only does the brand command the respect of serious bourbon drinkers with its triannual barrel proof releases, it also piques the interest of double-barreled enthusiasts with a toasted barrel version, see last summer's QuickTaste about that, while simultaneously courting the niche market of single barrel picks available at your local liquor store, see last month's Two Men, Too Angry bonus short. So it wasn't all that surprising that in January 2020, right before the pandemic hit, Elijah Craig Straight Rye whiskey was launched in just 4 states, Georgia, Oregon, and the Carolinas, as the first extra-aged Kentucky Straight Rye whiskey to join Elijah Craig's award-winning family of bourbons. With a unique combination of spicy rye grains and sweet corn coupled with the steadfast attention to detail, Heaven Hill calls Elijah Craig Straight Rye, quote, the perfect balance of flavor and smoothness.
All right, now from them, Heaven Hill does a few ryes, right, Scott?
They do. They have the Rittenhouse rye and the Pikesville rye.
Right, so the Rittenhouse rye is a very standard mixer for Manhattans everywhere, and Sazeracs and whatever else you want to do.
Bartender favorite, yeah.
And then the Pikesville rye, I told Scott I was watching season 2 of The Wire, and it was the one that featured like the longshoremen in Baltimore, and they all were drinking Pikesville rye.
Yeah, that was funny.
This is like 15 years ago. Mm-hmm. Pikesville rye, it's 110 proof, and it's still about $50 a bottle. I mean, that's the next one I think will take off, and you'll never find it again.
Yeah.
But this one's a 94 proof, right? Like the bourbon?
Correct. It's 94 proof, exactly like the bourbon, the Kentucky Straight Rye. Its mash bill is 51% rye, 35% corn, and 14% malted barley, which is the same as the two expressions we just talked about, the Rittenhouse and the Pikesville. There's no age statement, but it's 5 to 8 years. The MSRP is 30. Ed, you picked this up. How much did you pay for it?
Oh, it wasn't crazy. Like
30-ish?
35, 38.
Yeah.
I felt like it was a few dollars more than the bourbon, but I
guess because it's new and...
Yeah, but like I think 37, like I'm making it up. I'm really making it up right now. But I mean, anything under 40, I really don't blink it anymore because it's just how much I have to spend on whiskey. So it was under 40.
All right.
And if you get it for under 40, I think you're doing fine. But I'm just excited to taste it because I've enjoyed Rittenhouse Rye and I really like Pikesville.
Yeah.
It's a Thursday night I had that. So
it's delicious stuff. Mm-hmm. So we have some in our neat glasses. Just swirl to get some aromas. I will say, as we're swirling and nosing, it did win. You will not be surprised. The double gold at the San Francisco World Spirits Competition, along with every other whiskey ever.
I mean, I don't know how many double golds they give out there. But.
Right. It also won Platinum Best in Class on 2020 SIP Awards. And most interestingly, the Whiskey Advocate Top 10 Whiskeys of 2020, it was number 7.
Now, that's impressive because those guys, they do a lot of whiskey over there. That Advocate magazine over there.
They do. Score of 97. I'm sorry. Score of 94.
Oh.
Just like the proof.
Ladies, what do you think? Smelling it. Ladies first tonight.
I'm smelling
wrong. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh wow, that scared me.
Oh my God.
Such a dick. Go ahead.
Sue just got up and left.
I know you can't believe I'm single, ladies, can you? What a shock.
Oh shit.
What was the question?
What were you smelling? She's like shaking over here. She's traumatized. But that could be because she's freezing.
Yes. I'm smelling very sweet. I'm getting caramel.
Okay.
I'm not really getting any spice.
It's good that you said that it's sweet because this is what we would call a high corn rye, right? So this is going to be way sweeter than something like a 95.5. So it should be sweeter than the higher rye mash bills.
Yeah, you really have to get in there to smell the rye in this. Mm-hmm. I smell a lot, just right off the bat, just fruit came to my nose. Mm-hmm. It's very fruity smell, not very grainy or rye.
It's very alcohol forward.
Okay.
I get a wood smell.
Okay.
I'm not sure. And maybe something floral.
It is oaky.
I actually get cherry vanilla.
Do you?
That's the sweetness I get.
Okay.
I tried to get away from cherry because I feel like that's like the runner up to apple as the first fruit that comes up.
Usually guys run to cherries. Is that right, guys?
We do.
Hello.
Yeah. Cherry bomb.
Hello, Dad. Hello, Mom. Cherry bomb.
I like that one. So yeah, cherry bomb to me.
All right, so yeah, let's taste it.
It's not really what I expected.
Wow. Dare I say it almost tastes like a wine?
Oh, interesting.
That's what
The
I
fruitiness
get.
of
Yeah.
it, I guess.
Yes, it's very fruit forward.
You know, when I was going cherry, I thought there was a moment where the initial smell was grape. So I did get that first scent of where she could pick up the wine, no doubt.
Yeah, I don't know if the cherry vanilla, you put that in my head, but that's kind of what I tasted immediately on it.
Oh,
It goes down like butter.
like butter.
I like it.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it
I
make
really
sense
like
that it's
it.
alcohol forward but also smooth?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it is like my throat's burning from the alcohol,
Yes,
but yeah,
it is.
Yeah, it's very smooth on the palate.
It really is. For 94 proof, it drinks a little hotter, but it's not offensive.
It doesn't burn in my mouth, but it burns when I swallow.
Oh,
So
see,
I'm getting that.
I was going to say that, and I didn't know if that really
like
made sense.
I'm getting after I swallow, I get the Kentucky hug in my chest.
You
Yeah.
know what that is?
But-
I usually assimilate that with tequila because usually that's what happens with tequila for me.
I see.
Is the initial shot isn't the burn. It's when it's going down. It's like, oh my God, I can feel this. And then my arms feel numb and then my legs feel numb and then I'm drunk.
Right.
It's kind of got it's a drying, like the Elijah Craig single barrel that we tasted
Yeah.
last month. It's very drying on the finish,
Yeah.
which is not necessarily off-putting, but I don't remember the regular Elijah Craig having a very dry finish.
No, but honestly, on the finish is where I taste the rye.
Okay.
That's where the rye hits me and stays all the way through the finish. The burn and the alcohol stops quick, but then there's this rye lingering echo.
The
on
rye
my tongue.
spice does linger on the
Absolutely.
tongue.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
I am very impressed.
yeah, for the price point we're talking about, this is a very, very drinkable rye.
And what was that price point?
Somewhere between 34 and 38.
Oh,
No, it's a really good sipping. I don't even need any water or
Really?
ice, which is very rare.
It's
for me.
very rare for
It's
you.
good
yeah.
gulping too, by the way, because I'm done. Do we have any more?
Have a shot of
We
this.
do right behind you. There's
I'm
there's a whole
actually
thing.
going to add some water. I just want to
Just to
see
see.
I do too, yeah.
what it tastes like.
I'll wait to see before I do it.
Yeah, just put a couple drops in there, see what it's doing. Because, like as we said, it's a bit alcohol forward. So
Yeah.
maybe dropping some waters would maybe smooth that out a little bit.
And maybe it'll open up some more flavors.
Sure. You get more rye out of it.
So I feel like the burn definitely dissolves a lot more, but I'm getting more of a lemon lime taste.
Okay, you're getting the citrus.
Yes.
I can see that. The rye spice is still there on your tongue, but like there's something else that is a little acidic.
Yes. And that's what gives it that kick. So I would totally add this to my library.
You don't want to add too much water.
Right.
No.
I don't know if I'd even put this on the globe. I think maybe one small cube or just some drops of water. Exactly what Siobhan said. Takes down the alcohol and opens up a little bit more flavor of the fruit notes and the rye for sure.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
It is very good. So let's do the tasting notes. These are from Fred Minnick.
Yeah. Good guy from Jersey.
Yeah. Jersey Strong. On the nose, hello, there's a glorious nose of fruit, especially bananas. Interesting. Followed by toasted rye bread, burnt oven,
Burnt oven?
and oak.
I mean, I didn't get burnt oven, but the rest of the stuff we can talk about.
Oh, wait a minute. Who said this? On the palate, it's like butter.
It was
Sue said, oh my God, it literally says that. Palate, it's like butter, drenching
Like,
down the jawline and
Betty.
hitting the tongue with a cadre of spice from cinnamon to black pepper. The finish is medium to long, delivers a hint of rhubarb, which is interesting. Overall, this is a tasty rye, and the price makes it all the more lovely.
I
Yeah.
mean, that's what we talked about. I mean, rhubarb to me, Fred, listen, your palate exceeds mine. I mean, I'm a neophyte compared to you, and I admit that, but we both can admit that rhubarb's an unapproachable tasting note to the public. Most people don't know what rhubarb tastes like.
No,
and,
they
and just the
don't.
fact that you do and it tastes like that, then it's got to taste like something similar to rhubarb. We weren't all sitting there like, my God, what are we tasting that we don't know what that is? I don't know what rhubarb tastes like, but could it be rhubarb?
Well, I mean, you say that, but now that I see that it says rhubarb, the lemon lime acidic sour thing that we were getting on the end of it, that's what rhubarb tastes like.
So that makes sense.
I know what
Why
rhubarb
don't
tastes
you
like.
just marry Fred Minnick then? Kiss ass.
Well, we are. I haven't announced it yet. I have an announcement, folks.
It's actually not a marriage. He's merging the podcast and getting rid of me. It's going to be Scott and Fred. It'll sound like Ed, but it'll be Fred.
Ed is in, Fred. Wait a minute. That came out wrong. Or did it?
Ed's out, Fred's in.
My mom makes rhubarb pie in the summer because
Oh, for Christ's sake.
it's a
Is that a
favorite-
true story?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's a favorite of
Another
my dad's.
reason I have to suffer because my mom's not alive anymore making
Oh, my
rhubarb
God.
pie. What is your mother from? The 1800s, for God's sakes? Oh, I didn't know your mom was a pioneer.
Oh, shit, she just died of dysentery.
Seriously.
Oh, shit. She's on the Oregon Trail.
Seriously.
See what I did there?
Yep. I see you did.
Oh, shit. So what's interesting about this rye, and we talked about the other ryes that Heaven Hill has.
Yep.
The Rittenhouse is 100 and the Pikesville is 110, and this is 94.
Yeah.
But price point wise, the Rittenhouse at 100 is actually lower price. It's like $24, $25. It's pretty cheap.
Is it a little newer? I'm sorry, younger is what I mean to say?
Yeah, see, I don't know. There's no age statements on those either.
Right. I think the Rittenhouse is a little bit lower than 5 to 8.
I think it
it's
is.
probably 4 to 6.
And that's probably why it's cheaper.
Still, but we don't know the work that goes into creating these. I mean, I feel like this is priced real close to the bourbon. So I can't see me like, well, let's just drop this down to 29. And from a marketing standpoint, you want us to associate kind of like Wild Turkey 101 bourbon and rye, right?
Yeah.
They're both the same price. You just don't want to confuse people.
Yeah, the bottles are really close.
Yeah, they're identical pretty much.
Yeah, the only difference I think is probably the neck tag is green, and then the proof where it says the proof on the
the label's green,
and the label's green.
And Elijah Craig's like orange, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's the same. It's not the same script. It's the same style bottle. It's
great. So I've had the Elijah Craig.
Yeah, it's one of your favorites,
and it is.
Yeah.
And this actually might be better.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yes. Do you have the regular Elijah?
No.
I took the single barrel.
We don't have the regular, no.
Okay, so who's going to go out and get it?
Right. No, we can actually the one right.
We go right over the bottle stop.
That's right.
Yeah, we can walk to it.
The great thing is, while the rye still isn't everywhere, the bourbon's everywhere, and I think that their goal is to wherever the bourbon is, you'll get the rye.
Yeah. After they did that release to just those 4 states, they quickly sent it to more states, and it's probably everywhere by now. Really good.
Very good.
Thumbs up from everybody, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, once again, you can't ignore the price point. I put this near that Rossville Union is around $40, and that's one I like. That's about a 94 proof also.
Okay.
I would put them as comparable.
Yeah. The more I drink this, the more of the rye spice I'm getting on my tongue, and I just love it.
I know.
I really do.
Yeah.
It's like, it's just sitting there
I'm amazed.
spicing up my jam.
Yeah.
Spice up the jam, spice it up. Now the beat is stumping.
And the jam is pumping. Look ahead, the crowd is jumping.
All right. So anybody want to add anything?
I'm adding this to the library.
There you go.
My liquor cabinet. Hey, my liquor cabinet is small, and it's only
But her heart's big.
It's only for the good stuff.
Right.
So it gets a space.
I think Sue also.
Yeah, it's my price point. The proof is spot on.
Right?
Yeah.
You said you didn't even have to add water to it.
No.
Did you add water to it? Did you try it?
I did just for taste comparison.
Yeah. But you didn't prefer it with the water.
No, I didn't.
I've preferred it a little bit with a couple drops. I just think it opened up more flavor for me. But
Sure.
Hey, way to go, Sue. Be a trooper.
Yeah.
Be a pioneer like Scott's mom.
You know what? Real quick though, I was thinking this would be a great addition to an infinity bottle.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
Okay. I bet it would be really at the price point it would be amazing in cocktails too.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Which, by the way,
Right. We're about to.
we're about to do a interesting cocktail episode after this. So.
Right. Which you heard last week.
Right.
So where are we?
The whiskey wormhole.
So, if you get a chance, everybody, pick up the Elijah Craig Rye. Once again, Heaven Hill keeps putting out good, affordable whiskey. And for the most part, besides the old Fitzgeralds of the world and the Henry McKennas, God bless them, whiskey we can drink.
Yeah.
From the Evan Williams Bottle and Bond to the Elijah Craig's to the Pikesville. I mean, go on and on, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is a very good beginner one, too. A friend of mine came to me recently and said, I'm just diving into whiskey, and what can I do that's not going to knock me off my socks, too fast,
Right, and then Sue
whiskey,
gave him
whiskey
one.
on training wheels,
Sue gave him Woodfoot and then roofied him, and then he's in her basement right now, chained up, like learning a lesson about not to trust people.
And as a disclaimer, that is not true.
Sue's trying to give a nice, heartfelt, impression of the whiskey, and I'm just like being stupid. Then I stop talking, and everyone else does, and then they wonder why I feel the All right, so listen, Elijah Craig Rye, give it a try.
Elijah Craig Rye, give it a try.
So, rye ass rye.
Yeah. It rhymes.
It rhymes.
So for the Whiskey Tangent podcast, I'm Ed.
I'm Scott.
And I'm Siobhan.
Cheers, everybody.
Bye.